Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Life is a time pass. If this principle we understand, then we will be able to understand the two types of eyes, the actual eye and the virtual eye, what they are. For example, now find out. In one example you can find out the difference between the actual eye and the virtual eye. Virtual eye appears but is not. Actual eye is, may not appear. See the basic difference. For example, let us create a virtual eye and then let us discover the actual eye. Okay? Now do pranayam right away, deep breathing for, let us say, 20 times like this. Continue doing till 20. Okay, never mind, stop. You were struggling to count, my God, 20. 1, 2, 3. After some time, come on, I am damn tired, I can't do more. Now, when it comes to breathing, we breathe 1600 times in 24 hours. 1600 times in 24 hours. Do we get tired? When you do pranayam for 100 times, 25 times, you are counting, isn't it? Both ho gaya. Do we say, now enough of breathing, come on, I won't breathe. Now what is the difference? Both are the process or action of breathing only, is it not? But in case of pranayam, Mr. I is born. In case of breathing, I is not born. Wherever there is tiredness in life, it is the virtual I. When there is no tiredness in life, it is the real I. Virtual I appears with every activity when there is a notion of doership. I do pranayam, this I is associated with breathing. So this one who is doing pranayam is the virtual I, appears. But is not. See? But when the breathing goes on, in breathing there are no efforts. In breathing there is no I. In breathing we are not tired. Now apply this thumb rule for your total life. See? Whenever we are tired in life, we want to take a break. Why? Because we are broken. See? अब जी के क्या करेंगे जब दिल ही टूट गया, लेकिन मरते भी नहीं. द ट्रेजेडी इज, ना तो जीने की तमन्ना है ना मरने का इरादा है. सी फ्रेंड्स, this is a thumb rule of living life. Don't allow the virtual I to be created in your life. Then you will stop doing meditation. The most corrupted spiritual practice is meditation. What is meditation? Sit collectively together. First thing, switch off the lights. Is meditation a bad act to be done in darkness? See? And then in meditation, one person asked me, he went for, this Vipassana or something kind of thing. All the victims come to us. And Swamiji, you don't switch off the lights. I said, we are fuse bulbs. We don't have to switch off the lights. No, but when we go there, they switch off the lights. Why? I said, you ask them. How can I know that? But you know everything. I said, I can imagine everything. So I can imagine when the meditation is done in darkness, both the students and the teacher can go to sleep comfortably. And after meditation is over, everybody is awakened from the sleep. It is a collective community silent suffering. That is not meditation. See, friends. Now tell me, do we do waking? No. We are in waking, then do the things. Do we do dreaming? No. We are in the dream state and do funny things. Do we do the deep sleeping? No. We are in the deep sleep, then we snore. Can somebody snore when he is awake? See? You were sleeping? No, I was not sleeping. But you are snoring, so what? But normally people snore when they are sleeping, but mine is a new technique. In the waking also I can snore. Not possible. Like waking is not done. Dream is not done. Deep sleep is not done. In the same manner, meditation is not done. Don't do meditation. The moment you do meditation, you are on the wrong track. Oh God. Then all these years what I was doing, what about that? If you have learned that you are wrong, correct right away, then all your wrong things are leveled up. Okay. See, Bhagavan Sri Krishna talks to Arjun in Bhagavad Gita 2nd chapter. Yada te moha kalilam buddhirvyati tarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha shruti vipratipannate yada sthasyati nischala samadha vachala buddhi tada yogam avapsyasi. Arjun Maharaj, you have heard so much that you are sufficiently confused. Shruti vipratipannate buddhi yada nischala sthasyati. You have heard so much that you are absolutely confused. And with that confusion we sit for meditation, for further confounding. See, friends. Therefore, what is required is clarity about 4 things. Number 1, our identity. Number 2, what the world is. Number 3, who the God is. Among Gujaratis, there is no God. Remember, God. Who the God is. And the fourth, what is spiritual? UP. What is spiritual practice? See? 4 things. And when these 4 things are clear, then you don't do meditation. Then you start living in meditation. And when you live in meditation, then your wisdom is steady. When we do meditation, during meditation, aham brahmasmi. After meditation, aham brahmosmi. Confused, confounded, disgusted. I want to do this, I want to do that. See, friends. Therefore, this virtual I is created, therefore it disappears. The real I is uncreated, therefore never disappears. Discrimination between the virtual and the real is the spiritual path. And this confusion comes so deeply in our system. गंगा गए तो गंगा दास, जमुना गए तो जमुना दास, घर में आए तो देवदास. See, Maharaj. Therefore, please understand how this virtual I is born. So, number 1 point. Whenever there are efforts associated in our life, effortful life is a life of a fool. Whenever you put efforts, for example, somebody is hard of hearing. So what he will do? He will have to put effort. And after 5 minutes, tired. And those who don't have to put efforts, their audition is normal. They'll be comfortably listening. And this one who is hard of hearing, after 5 minutes, he will get tired and then switch off. And then you really were wonderful in the lecture. Why? You put me to sleep. See, friends. Therefore, Patanjali clearly tells, what is asanam? Yoga Sutra talks about asanam, not twisting the body. There are only 2 sutras. And the definition given by Patanjali is sthira sukham, steady bliss. Steady bliss is possible only for a person whose wisdom is steady. The same word is used by Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. When Bhagavan Krishna speaks about a right understanding, see, 2 persons can stay together never because they love each other. 2 persons can stay together only because they understand each other. This is okay dialogue in the Hindi movie. तुम्हारे प्यार के खातिर प्यार व्यार. These are all useless things. Understanding is required. If there is understanding, then the quality of life is different. See? Therefore, when Arjuna asks a question, is it ever possible that somebody has a steady wisdom? Is it possible? Because our wisdom comes like the clouds and goes away. See? And if somebody is in steady wisdom, what does it mean? So Arjuna asked 4 questions about a person living in meditation, not doing meditation. See, friends, the difference. A person who is living in meditation, be very attentive. A person who is living in meditation, his expression is of the real I, although functioning through the limitations of the conditionings through which he is expressing. At this stage, we are living as body. A person living in meditation lives as the real self, although functioning through the body. There is a basic difference. Whether we are living as body or through the body. Whether we are living as the mind or through the mind. See, initially when we learn driving, what is our problem? I don't know why this car pulls me to this side. That time the car is driving us. After some time we start driving the people on the road and then the car. Isn't it? In the same manner, is the body driving us or we are driving the body? Is the mind driving us or we are driving the mind? Who is the master? See, friends, when we come to discover this fact, then we know meditation, like waking experience, comes and goes, dream comes and goes, deep sleep comes and goes, but the state of meditation, it comes but never goes. Once wise is always wise. There is no possibility of failure thereafter. In the Bhagavad Gita as well as other texts, the two words come. Karma bhrashta, who has fallen from the karma. Yoga bhrashta, who has fallen from the yoga. Shuchi naam srimatam gehe yoga bhrashto vijayate. But there is nothing like, once you know the truth, you know it for all the time. It is something like, I'll give you an example. In Bombay it happened, near the, Chowpatty, there is a swimming pool. So the tutor, he was known to me. He said, Swami, do you swim? I said, if you are there, why should I worry? You are the tutor. Come, we went there. And all big, swimming pool and all people are there. I said, hey, let's go and jump from there. He said, you don't know swimming? How will you jump? I said, when you are there, I am not worried. It's your problem. So, okay. Then we went up there. I said, okay, I'll hold your hand. And you say, 1, 2, 3, we'll jump together. Okay? He said, okay. 1, 2, 3, he jumped. I left his hand. And he said, oh, come on, you didn't come. I said, I forgot that I had to jump with you. And after he went away, then I jumped. And I went deep inside. And from inside I came out to the other end of the swimming pool. Oh, you know swimming? I said, yes, but I learnt it more than 25, 30 years before. So I was afraid whether I have forgotten. Then he said, Maharaj, you learn only one swimming, you will never forget in life. What is the reason? Because swimming we do not learn by mind. There is no possibility of forgetting. Exactly the same way. When we discover the real self that we are, it is beyond the scope of forgetting. You are that. When we thus start living as the absolute, although functioning through the relatives, then we have attained the state of meditation. See, friends, but is it ever possible? Our doubt. Because Arjun was like us only. स्थित प्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितधि किम प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम. 4 questions he has asked. O Lord, kindly tell me, first of all, is steady wisdom ever possible? And what is the meaning of meditation for a man of steady wisdom? Does he have to do meditation? See, meditation is not a verb. It is not like making upma. See? Do you do meditation? No, I make dosha. See? Therefore, in reply to this question, Bhagavan Krishna says, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmannevatmana tushtaha stita prajnastadochyate. A person of steady wisdom is he who does not carry the load of any desire on his head. Desire free experience is living in meditation. Oh, I understood what? Sleep. In sleep there is no desire. No. Atmanne vatmana tushtaha. One has attained total fulfillment in life. See, there are no loose ends to be tied. Life is complete. Living in that fulfillment 24/7 is living in meditation. See, many of us have got this funny notion, but if we don't desire, then how can we work? Unless there is some kind of a support, somebody pushing, do this, how can we work? One young man asked me this question. I told him, I said, look here, Maharaj, what you have achieved under the desire pressure in your life? We all know. And take the lives of all the great masters. They have lived in this world, not under desire pressure. But see what is their achievement. Our promptings are under the compulsion of desires. Their expressions were the joy of inspiration. Real success in life is not when we are working under the pressure of desires. The real success in life is when we are functioning in an inspired mode all the time. An inspired person is never tired. And a person who is working under the load of desire is never inspired, always perspired. See, friends, all of us, every now and then, I think I will retire now, And then what I will do? Eat the wife's head. Those houses where the gents stay 24/7 in the houses, those ladies' prarabdha has come up. Because when they have nothing to do right from the morning, Bahu, breakfast ko kya banaya hai? Mera sar khao. Then I will have to go hungry. All the time eating. Because there is no inspiration to live for. See, friends, a person who is living in meditation has 3 qualities. 1, passion. 2, dispassion. 3, compassion. With passion, he is dynamically performing in this world. Dispassion, he never claims achievement or failure as his lot. And compassion, that doesn't mean he ridicules the world. Bhagavan says in 3rd chapter, Na buddhi bhedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani vidvan yuktas samacharan. Don't confuse the ignorant people. Join with them. Be one like them. But then prove through your example, their life could be better. Such a master is living in meditation. See, friends. And what is the basis? Basis is Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan. All the desires from the heart have totally disappeared. See? When we live under the load of desires, we are the virtual I. When we do not function under the load of the desires, we are the real I. See? Such a master is always at peace with himself. And the one who is at peace with himself, he alone can be at peace with the whole world. If we are at war with ourselves, we cannot be at peace with the world. See? One day, I was coming many years before. That time I was young, handsome, etc., etc. Maybe about 30 years before. Those days, these AC trains were not introduced in India. So, I was traveling from Calcutta to Bombay. And in Bombay or India, what people do, those who are from Bombay, they go to buy the clothes for the marriage to Calcutta. And those who are in Calcutta, they go to buy the clothes in Bombay. Typical samsari. In our Newcastle, Australia, there is one Sardarji family, we go to him. They have got one son, now he's grown up. For the first time when I went to their house, his mother must have told Swami is coming, and he was very excited. 7th, 8th standard boy, very happy, very sweet, very intelligent. And I had come from a long distance and I was sleeping. Evening lecture, 6 o'clock. I said, okay, I will sleep. 2 o'clock we came, finished food, and I was sleeping. This boy came from the school 3:30. Where is Swamiji? He is sleeping. No, he can't sleep. He has to play with me football. Look here. You cannot challenge a Sardar child. See? In a school, the teacher asks, different students sitting. One student, tell me, if somebody cannot speak, what do you call him? You tell. The boy says, dumb, very good. You tell. If somebody cannot see, what do you call him? Blind, very good. Sardarji. If somebody cannot hear, what do you call him? Call him anything. Anyway, he doesn't hear. So, this boy, he came and woke me up. Nay, don't sleep like that. I want to play with you. And I was not understanding, first of all, where I am. But he woke me up. And then I went to the bathroom, washed, and okay, let's go. He took a football and took. And after playing with him for some time, I said, now look here. Enough of playing. Now let us talk something intelligent. You are an intelligent boy, tell me something. Unique. Do you go every year to India? Yes. Now tell me, if you go every year to India, what do you discuss? What do you talk? Oh, simple question. What is that? When we go to India, we talk about Australia. When we are in Australia, we talk about India. In short, we are never there where we should be. This is the virtual I. See, friends, remain where you are. Fully, totally, completely, you are the real I. Our condition is, where we are, there we are not 100% present. See? Part of us goes in the past. Part of us goes in the future. And some fractions remain in the present. And then when some joke happens, that time one has gone out. And when others are laughing, then... and then the joke is retold. Then, this delayed tube lights, this is the reason. See, friends. Therefore, the most important thing is, let us find out, are we living as the body or we are living through the body? See, if we are living through the body, our life's principle will be, life is a time pass. See. But if we are living as the body, then I want to do this, I want to do that, the whole life I, there is no end to this I. See. And as a result, there is not one inside, there is a poultry farm, cock, 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 cock. See, I will give you one punishment. What is that punishment? Don't talk to yourself. Try. Stop talking to yourself. Why we talk to ourselves? Because inside there are too many people. Not one. See? You all must have experienced this thing. When you go to different countries, you have to go through the immigration. This time I came here, very big crowd. I think 6-7 flights came together, huge queue. And in that, and there was one Indian also in this thing, like that, And then you should go there. You can't choose. The moment you choose, they'll put you in trouble. You go there. So there was one person who was having some kind of exchange, Now this thing, you should remember this thing. He took out this thing. Okay, you go and sit there, we'll see you later. After that, my number. Do you think my mind was quiet? If you ask me this thing, I will say this thing. If you ask me this thing, I say this thing. And I was talking and talking and talking to myself. Then he said, yes, how are you? I said, fine, take the paper. Then all the preparation which I had done, he saw the papers, put the stamp, go. Not one question. I was so disgusted. Ek to prashna pooch. See, friends, this I is created when we start living as body. Be very attentive. Living in meditation means no more living as the body, but living through the body. It is not doing. See? Otherwise, normal meditation means sit in a posture. Which posture? Say, best one you tell me. Okay, sit in the Padmasana, lotus posture. Thereafter suffer. You just can't undo after that. And then you fall emergency. See? Sthira Sukham, steady bliss is the meaning of asana. Not twisting the body and suffering silently. That is not the meaning. See, friends. Therefore, when we are living through the body, see what are the consequences of this simple thing. There are 3 eyes. Don't make the spelling E-Y-E. 3 eyes. That used to be a problem for me when I was a child. My problems were always abnormal. Maybe those were the signs of me being abnormal in the old age. The problem used to be, if Shivji gets glasses, what will be the design? And I used to get lost in that, Because in some pictures we have seen Shivji with the vertical eye like this, In some places this way. So if the one eye is like this thing and the 2 like this thing, how he must be seeing this way or that way? And get lost in that. So, what are the 3 eyes? One is the technically called as the Mukhyatma, the real eye. Second is called as Mithyatma, the illusory I. And the third is called as Gaunatma, the secondary I. See, friends, I am mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, etc., etc., etc. When? After I am identified with the body. Not before that. God's sense of humor. Man approached God, "Oh God, give me such a wife. She will be always nice and helpful to me. She will understand me." God blessed him. You go in any corner of the world, you will get obedient and very nice, understanding wife. Man was very happy. Thereafter, God created the world round. No corner. So the blessing was, go in any corner of the world. And the man is running, but no corner. Therefore, this identification with the gross body is the moment when the gross world is created. When we are in deep sleep, snoring away, that time we are neither in New Zealand nor in Australia. Desha, place disappears. That time neither 2011 nor 1947, time disappears. That time we are neither man nor woman. We are neither young nor old. Everything disappears. But we are. We don't experience our absence. That eternal presence is the real I. Now this, instead of recognizing this as our correct identity, we get identified with the gross body. The moment we are identified with the gross body, immediately, I am man, I am woman, I am husband, I am wife, I am mother-in-law, I am father-in-law, I am in-law, I am outlaw. So many things are born. And thereafter, we carry the load. Be very attentive. Whenever you are disturbed, go at the beginning point of that disturbance. You will come to know there is somebody. If this somebody can be deleted, you have conquered the battle to a great extent. Now let us do an experiment. Right away, no posthumous. Sit as you are sitting, simply close your eyes so you don't watch others. Now, we'll play this meditation. Now in this meditation game, now you take the position. You are husband or wife. Who is doing meditation? Now see what are the thoughts coming. Stop. Now second experiment. You are parents or children. See what thoughts are coming. Third experiment. You are Indian or not Indian. See what thoughts are coming. Now last experiment. You are nobody. See what thoughts are coming. Experiments over. Open the eyes and ears. When you are playing husband, wife, and doing meditation, who are dancing in front of your mind? The wife and the husband. Meditation, dhyan paha. When you are doing meditation as parents, all the kids were creating problems. When you are doing meditation as children, elders never understand us. And when you are doing meditation as Mr. Nobody, not a single thought was erupting. So what is living in meditation? Remain as Mr. Nobody. How simple it is. How to remain as nobody? Don't struggle for achievement and failure in this life. Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha, sukheshu vigataspruhaha, vitaraga bhayakrodaha, stitadihi muni uchyate. See? Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha. Yes, misery is come, definitely, but to be miserable or not to be miserable is a choice given to us. Exercise your freedom. Sukheshu vigataspruhaha. Yes, there are comforts, but don't get caught up in the comforts. Otherwise, one lady, she was supposed to come with me to Kailash Manas. Up to Kathmandu she came. And then those people were briefing about how will be the journey and all kinds of things. So she asked the question, what about toilet? Oh, you will get small tents and we'll be making a hole in the soil. There you sit down and do Purnamadaha Purnamidam. After that we cover with the soil and you go away. No commodes, no commodes. Cancel my name. Those who are attached to commodes. How can they think of God? Sukheshu vigataspruhaha. Yes, comforts are there, wonderful. But if they are not there, let us not become miserable in the absence of the comforts. See, then we are living in meditation. See how simple it is. Therefore, when we are identified with the body, mithyatma, do we live as body all the time? No. We live as body only during the waking experience. In the dream experience, we have got another body. In the deep sleep, this body and dream body both disappear. But we continue to be. This continuous presence is the real me. That is the real vision. And after the identification with the body, the secondary mushrooms are growing on this mithyatma, this illusory atma. When I say I am old, what is the meaning of I? Body. When I say I am hungry, what is the meaning of I? Pranamaya kosha. When I say I am hurt, what is the meaning? I am mind. When I say I am a self-made man, like amoeba, without parents I was born. Then I am Vijnanamaya kosha. See? I am the Baba happy-go-lucky. Then Anandamaya kosha. See? Our identities go on changing. Now this, now that. Who are you? Are you a crowd inside? And when we thus come to discover that after the body identification, the secondary eyes are born, mother, father, brother, sister, in-law, outlaw, and these are the secondary eyes who are miserable, and they are virtual realities, they are not the actual realities. See? Once I was in UK and we had I think 5 days retreat. on Kaivalya Upanishad. And after 2 days, one lady, a German origin lady, she came all the way from Germany to attend this retreat. And then she said, Swamiji, had you come in my life 15, 20 years before, I said, even then I would not have married you. No, not like that. We should be clear, isn't it? Not like that. Had you come about 15, 20 years before in my life, I would not have divorced 3 times. So I kept quiet. What do you have to say? I said, I am a spiritual seeker, so I want to learn from every experience. Now, what do you want to learn from my experience? I said, do you know, the wise people learn from the experiences of others also. The otherwise people don't learn even from their own experiences. There is a difference. So I want to learn from your experience. What is that? When you got married, you were W1 and your husband was H1. So you are like H1N1, you are H1W1, isn't it? Then you separated. When you separated, W1 gone, H1 gone, then you got married. That time it was W2 with H2. Yes. Then you separated from him also. Yes. Then you got married for the 3rd time. Then it was W3, H3. That person also, you relieved him. Now, my question is W1 equal to W2 is equal to W3 is equal to question mark? Where they have gone, if they were there, we should find them out. If they were not there, they have gone nowhere. But they were there, is it not? Yes. Now find out the position of these 3 W's. www.com. Find out. See, friends, these virtual realities are useful for conducting the business of life, but that doesn't mean they are real. We give a status of reality to the virtual existence and we virtually suffer. Understanding it correctly and clearly is living life as time pass. Let nobody be born. There is a saying in English, isn't it? Nobody is happy. It is very true. Mr. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. In the deep sleep, we are nobody, is it not? So when we are in deep sleep, we are nobody. We snore away. Those who are around us, they are miserable because they are somebody. We are nobody. So you go on snoring, full glow. See, friends, recognize this principle. If we live in this world, do not allow this virtual I to be created. Now the question comes, how do we achieve this? How can we live life as a time pass? One of my professional duties are to go and take food in other people's home and also tell them it is good. How many times can you tell lies? See? But that is a part of my profession, so I do that. Therefore, normally I tell before eating. Because after eating, if you tell it is a lie, isn't it? So before eating, I say it makes no difference. So I went to somebody's house and I said, Mama, give food. I go directly to the dining table. Let us not have confusion in the mind. I have come for food. No, it will take 15-20 minutes more. I said, okay, what else can I do? So I said, okay, I will see the TV. They had a child about 8-9 years. No TV. Swamiji will play carom. I said, my God. So I said, I don't know how to play. Don't worry, I'll teach you. I said, he must be a Vedanti in the last life. पकड़ के सुनाएंगे. When your prarabdha breaks, जब नसीब फूटता है, English translation, when your prarabdha breaks, you come across one of the two persons, either a Vedanti or a poet. So I thought this fellow must be a Vedanti or a poet in the last life. So I had to sit with him. Now I don't know how to play that useless game. So he was expert, therefore he wanted to play. But I said, I cannot accept defeat from a useless child. I have to win. And then when he was playing, so suddenly I changed the topic. Hey, whose picture is that? Is it Mahatma Gandhi's wife, Indira Gandhi? He looked at, he suddenly, Swamiji, even this you don't know. By the he talks, take 3-4 things. Idea is you win. Theft is not a crime unless it is proved. I did it 2-3 times and I was caught. And when I was caught, he started crying. I said, look here, man, don't cry. We'll again start and you will win. I am sure you are capable. I will not cheat you now. I agreed. Now the same technique I used and started putting in his, hole. And meanwhile, his mother told, Swamiji, food is ready. I said, hey, come on, leave it now. Let's go and take food. No, we have to complete the game. And then he won the game. He was so happy. For me, winning and getting defeated was equal. Why? Because there was time to be passed for 15 minutes till I get the food. And therefore, winning or defeat was equal for me. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. When you live in this world, there are two possibilities. Either you win or you are defeated. If you win, you gain. If you are defeated, you lose. If you gain, you are happy. If you lose, you are miserable. When a person lives in this world on the principle of time pass, then victory and defeat is equal. Loss and gain is equal. Joy and sorrows are equal. Then nobody is born, neither a victorious one nor a defeated one. Then what we have achieved? Time pass. Are we not doing the same thing? What for we have come here? Time pass हो जाता है शाम Therefore, my whole year's program I write on that time pass. When I was writing it, the lady who was doing it for me, Swamiji, you have not asked me suggestion, but I want to give you. I said, you, who cares? You give, I will not listen. No, please, give it a thought. I said, I have stopped thinking. So I never give any thought. Even then I will tell. I said, I can't stop your mouth. Go on talking. Don't put, the time pass 2011. See, you are doing such a great work. And you say it is time pass. I said, are you through? Yes, continue. What do you mean by time pass? I said, by time pass, what is meant is, we are all only living in this world only for time pass. Nothing else. We get up in the morning, Arey, jag gaya kya? Another 24 hours I had to leave. Now what to do? Let us go for a walk. Is it necessary? No, then time pass. After you come back, chai, but it is not a time for taking tea. Then time pass ho jata hai. Let us go and iron the clothes, but they are not required. Then what do I do? See, we are all suffering in our life because of excess of time. Lesser the time you have at your disposal, happier you are. Therefore, to remain happy, don't bother for success and failure. To remain happy, keep yourself occupied 24/7. You won't have time to get bored and spread the boredom in the world. See, friends. One day, one person in Ahmedabad asked me this question. Swamiji, I am surprised you have so many CDs, DVDs, so many books. How can you manage? You are running around the world all the time. When do you get the time? I said, I'll ask you some questions, okay? In this room, if there is one light and it is not enough, what will you do? You will add another light. Then what will happen? There will be double the light than the earlier one. I said, very good, yaar. It didn't strike me. But if we want still more light, then we'll add one more bulb. Then it will become 3 times. I got it. What is that? I do the same technique. In my house, on every wall there are clocks. So from each clock I get 24 hours. This gives me 24, that gives me 24. This gives me 24. So I am never shortage of time. So I can do lot of work. Swamiji, I have not understood. I said it is beyond. When you add a bulb, more light is added. When you add the clocks, is more time added? See, because time is a virtual reality. See, exactly the same way. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, in-law, these are all virtual realities. Then how to live in this world of virtual realities? Go to Bengaluru, Karnataka. This was the technique adopted by Bhagavan Sri Krishna to keep his 16,108 wives happy. If you are the follower of Bhagavan Krishna, do natak. See, when you come from outside, keep a recyclable plastic flower in your bag. When you come, put some spray on there. Honey, darling, for you. When I was coming, I was remembering you, the fool I got for you. But it is not the husband only should play. The wife says, darling, honey, so kind of you. I say, keep it in the bag, tomorrow will be. Recycling. Life becomes cheerful and joyful. Those who have learned to laugh at the life, they alone are wise. Those who cannot laugh at life, they are otherwise. God created this world for fun, not for achieving anything. In the infinite, achievement and failures are equal. When we live our life as a time pass, wherein we have achievements and failures equal, we are one with the infinite. Remaining as the infinite being is our essential self. And when we keep on counting, what do I get, what do I get? You are bound to be miserable in life. See, friends, discover this principle. With this principle, then we understand yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati 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 eva bhaja govindam. Then life is merely an expression of bliss. For us, life is a burden of blisters. Everywhere. See, friends, Therefore, when you take this principle, life is just a time pass. We are here only to do this time pass. See how life becomes beautiful. One more experiment we will do. Whatever jap you are doing, if you have not brought your mala, never mind, do it with the fingers. Do your japa. One mala. Start. Stop. Lost in counting. कितना भी बाकी है. Now, do the same japa, not counting, but for time pass 5 minutes. How many times you do doesn't matter. Only 5 minutes. For example, I will do one japa for counting the mala or for time pass. See the difference. Thereafter you do it in your house every day. See what change will come in you. When we take the mala in the hand, Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai भगवान इज पेड़ बंद कर. Now, do it for time. Suppose you have got 5 minutes at your disposal, not much. Don't bother about mala. And with all joy and for time pass. Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. We have no assignment to be completed. We are just to pass time. Give it a try. See, your complete approach on your spiritual path will undergo tremendous change. See, friends, it is something like this. How we take the Ayurvedic medicine and how we eat a chocolate. What is the difference between the two? When we take the Ayurvedic medicine, we don't want to look at it. And we directly put it in the esophagus. It should not touch the pharynx. Forget about the tongue. And after that, we take water and ice cream. And you know the secret of Ayurveda? They give you such bitter, terrible medicine to avoid the next dose. The patient says, I'm okay. Otherwise, I'm all right. See? But when you eat chocolate, do you eat chocolate like medicine? It keeps in your mouth for longer time. You keep on enjoying that rasa, the taste. In the same manner, friends, there is Rama Rasa See, when the Lord's name descends on our tongue with all purity and surrender, the bliss that we are starts surfacing. And we are at peace. Now increase the time. Start with 5 minutes. Do your job. Again, if you have time, sit down again. Again, let's say 10 minutes. Don't worry about how many times you are chanting the Lord's name. Time is the factor, not the number. When number is the factor, we are more genius than God. One person told me, Swamiji, I do 25 malas of the Mahamantra. Now what more should I do? I said, which is your mantra? Mahamantra Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I said, you 25 malas you do. So how much time you must be taking? 10 hours, 8 hours? No. Then 5 minutes. I said, do you feed it to the laptop or what? How can you do this? He said, what is the surprise? I don't know. I said, you show me. He took out the mala in the hand. Whole mala. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. 25 times he throws them and catches. 25 times, 25 mala ho gayi. You can imagine the genius of a fool is more than the genius of a wise. See, idiots are more genius. See, friends. Therefore, we are not here to give an account to the Lord. We have to remain more and more with the Lord. Time is the factor. Living life as a time pass is the only way to bypass time. The time will never be a problem for you in life. And we all suffer, again I repeat, not because of shortage of time. We all suffer because of excess of time. So whatever we are doing, keep this principle in life. If we are doing something for somebody, it is done for not for that person. It is our need so that the time can be occupied. There was one lady, she is no more, very young, in her mid-40s or so, or early 50s, very sweet, from Sikkim, Buddhist. She used to come and stay with me in Lonavala. Because it was very cold in Sikkim, all ice and all that. So she used to come 3 months, stay with me. And during that time, whole day she used to be busy in my house. Cleaning the house floor, clean every day with the phenyl, and every day washing the bed sheets, ironing them, clothes. So many things she'll keep on doing. She'll cook her own food and eat. She'll not come in the mess. No, I'll cook my food. And one day, just looking at her busy whole day, I told her, I said, Mama, come here. See, our house is so dirty from outside, so dust has come, is it not? Just to tease her. And to my surprise, I went for my classes and all that. From somewhere she found out the ladder, took a bucket with soap water, and the whole house she has washed from outside. So I told her, Amma, are you mad? Why do you do so much of work? You know what she told me? Swamiji, you don't understand. Now you tell me. He said, when I work whole day, at night before you come from your satsang, you see me how I am nicely sleeping. I earn 8 hours of solid sleep. And for that I work the whole day. I don't work for you. How beautiful it is. Friends, whatever we don't do anything for others. It is our need that we do the things. The moment we get this notion, we are doing favor to somebody, I is born. And when I is born, expectations are there. When expectations are there, disappointments are guaranteed. And I start suffering. See, friends, in this manner, when you look at life, whatever we are doing, just a time pass so that we are occupied. See, friends, keep yourself busy. And to keep busy, 3 things I told you. 1 is passion. Find out something, doesn't matter what it is. And be committed to that. Spend your whole life into that. It may be most insignificant. In USA probably, I was staying somewhere. My host and hostile, they were doctors. I don't know the feminine gender of host. So, in the morning they will go, for their work, and I was Ekameva Dvitiya at home. So, I used to go for a walk. For what? Time pass. What else will I do? And there used to be one particular house, very beautiful garden. So nice it was maintained. But never I saw any person coming out of that house or going in the house. One day I happened to go little different time than my routine time. And I saw one old lady there. So somebody to talk to, being a Vedanti, we want somebody to listen. So I said, "Hi mom, how are you?" That dilapidated lady. I said, "Mama, your garden is so beautiful." Yes. She was very old. And I said, "If I talk to you, is it okay or you get offended?" No, you can talk. "Where from you are?" I said, "I am from India." "Oh, India is very good country." Then I said, "Amma, please tell me, what do you get by maintaining such a big garden? You are doing yourself, you have got a gardener." "No gardener in America, we have to do." I said, "What do you get by maintaining such a big garden?" What a reply she gave. She said, "You have been walking here for a few days?" "Yes." "Did you stop before any house as you stopped before my house?" I said, "No. Because of this garden, an unknown person like you became happy. What more I want in my life?" See the quality of life. What do I get? Friends, anything that we do, it is our need. If others are benefited, it is their greatness. But we are unable to understand. We carry the load of life. I have to do this, I have to do that. Instead of doing the same, do cheerfully and happily, pass your time, relax, remain healthy. See, then we understand this principle of Bhagavad Gita, that Sukha dukhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. Then you will not attain sins. And what is the sin? Sin is leading a miserable life. See? You can imagine a rich man, multimillionaire, and his son is begging on the roadside. If that man will see his son begging on the roadside, how hurt that father will be. The Lord who is sitting in our heart, the source of all bliss, and we remain miserable. Remaining miserable is the highest sin. Never justify that you are miserable. Then what will happen to the misery? Don't worry about misery. You remain cheerful and happy. No, but what will happen to misery? Make others. But you don't become miserable. Swamiji, this is very bad. Why should we make others miserable? Are Bhagavan, if you are happy, you can never make anybody miserable. And if you are miserable, you will never make anybody happy. See? Bhagavan has created this world for a time pass. And for that what he does, he brings opposite poles, cathode and anode together. then there is a spark, isn't it? So, the husband and wife, they are brought together. Between them, there is such a perfect combination. If she comes to the bed and hits the pillow, she goes to sleep and starts the music. Krrr, krrr. And husband is the one, he never gets the sleep. He becomes more angry. ये पता नहीं किससे सो जाती है. No, she is sleeping. Why you are miserable? See, a person who doesn't get sleep is very angry when somebody sleeps. In the same manner, a person who is miserable, he becomes more miserable if somebody is happy. इनको क्या होता है हंसने के लिए? See, I was telling, once I was traveling from Calcutta to Bombay, and one, father, his daughter, they had purchased things from Calcutta going to Bombay. And there was some accident, a railway accident, so our train stopped in the month of June, July, hot, in between, no hotels, no nothing. Water people have brought all exhausted. And in India, God only runs the country. So, after some time you get down, walk here and there, again I got up there. It was 3-tier compartment. And then I was reading the book and all that. So that man asked me, what do you do? I said, I do nothing. Then I said, आपको क्या होता है? कुछ तो करो. I said, what do you do? गाड़ी को धक्का दो. Then he said, you have no problem? I said, no problem. I said, on the contrary, I am happy that I have paid government for 24 hours, but I am utilizing the facility for 36 hours. I am benefited. He got so angry. So angry. What happened to you? I had to get my daughter married and all that. You say like that? And he became so angry as if I was the one who stopped the... And he lost his balance. So his daughter said, Papa, what are you talking? Tu chup. See, friends, when you learn to laugh at life, life will enjoy your presence. And when you are complaining all the time, then don't worry, devalue, 100% discount. इनको आदत है गुस्सा करने. See? Thus, live only for time pass. There is nothing to be achieved, nothing to be lost. Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter. Ananya chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yoga kshemam vahamyaham. LIC. We trust that useless LIC. We don't trust the Lord. Yoga kshemam vahamyaham means you don't have to gain anything, you don't have to lose anything. Means what? Time pass. Keep this principle and see the life will be beautiful. And it is for that purpose alone God has created this world. Only for a time pass. He has nothing to achieve. He has nothing to lose. Achievement and loss is for the virtual eye. For the absolute, there is no achievement, there is no loss, there is no gain. See? The more this will go deep in your system, then you will come to know every time we are miserable, we are somebody. The moment you discover somebody is there, delete him. Hey, Mr. Somebody, wait, this is not your time. You come next time, next. And slowly practice this. Then you will start living in meditation, not suffering silently in meditation. Otherwise, like one man came with his friend. Swamiji is my friend, he wants to ask something. And what happened to him? He's, the Kundalini. I said, is he dumb? No, he can talk, let him talk. He said, Swamiji, by the grace of my Guru, all my chakras are open and Kundalini is awakened. Now what next? I said, you ask your Guru. No, he died. Then I laughed. He said, why are you laughing? I said, you already killed one guru. You come to me. I will not tell you. तुम गुरु खाने वाले हो. I cannot tell you. Then what I should do? Button खुल गए. क्या बल्ला खा लो. See friends, don't get carried away by all things. There is nothing to be achieved in this world. There is nothing to be lost. Na nirodho na cha utpatti, na baddho na cha sadhakaha, na muktaha na mumukshurvai, ittesha paramarthata. Look at the world from the same standpoint as the God is looking at His creation. Look at all the waves as the ocean is looking at the waves. Look at the ocean and the waves as the water is looking at the ocean and the waves. From the water standpoint, neither ocean is the cause nor waves is the effect. They are merely words. In this absolute, there is no place for the virtual miseries. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari